Hello and welcome back to Learn Energy Healing. Today I wanted to talk about something that's quite important if you do want to become a healer full-time, or at least to do a lot of healing, and that is the subject of money and time management. Quite an important subject to cover because of the beliefs there are in the spiritual and New Age communities about healing. And there are a lot of people out there that believe that, if you do healing, you should do it for free. And that's not really going to work in a society where it revolves around money. So, if you are doing it as a sideline out of an interest or a hobby, then sure, doing it for free, not a problem. But if it's your main occupation, your main source of income, then it's something that you really must consider and really learn to manage your time well and set clear boundaries with the people you are working with. So I've come across this a lot. This has come up again today, which is why I thought it would be a good time to record this video. And you will quite often, especially as you get quite well known as a healer, you will get a lot more messages, a lot more requests. And so it's very important to look after your energy levels and your time slots of where you want to fit in people for healing, because you can very easily get overwhelmed as a healer. At first, especially when it's exciting and new, and you want to come across more and more people that you want to heal and try different things on, you may well feel like you can do 5, 6, 7 different people in one day. And maybe if you're really good at letting energy through you and there is no resistance at all, maybe that's possible. But from experience and looking around at many other healers that I've known over the years, that's not sustainable. So a lot of healers I know will only do things on the weekend, and they will charge for it because it is their time and their effort. Very few people I know don't charge unless it clearly is a hobby and they have plenty of income coming in elsewhere. But most people I know charge it, whether they do it full-time or part-time. Because you have to value yourself and you have to take into account that, this world revolves around money and I have to pay bills like electricity and the water and the heating and the rent and so on myself. So, I can't continue to help people healing if I'm not getting some sort of income. I'd have to jump on and do some other job, and then I'd have less time to help people and heal people. So this concept of healing should be free is a bit silly, really, in a world that revolves around money. And sure, we as a species could definitely create a society that doesn't need money, but you can't start doing it by stopping receiving money yourself. That's just going to hinder the healing process, I believe. So boundary setting is really important here. When you are working with people, personally, I do have a spiel that I put with every email, with every new person that comes to see me, so that they know what to expect before, during, and after an appointment. And that does include, the time frame of the appointment. And I will also note there and say, if you want more advice, then please book another appointment. I'm quite lax with emails, so I will answer emails as long as I don't have to do a big essay with an email. But what I don't do is accept calls outside of appointments, so unpaid work, in other words. Because one, I'm not getting paid for it. Two, that takes away time that I could be using to heal someone else. And three, it can be overwhelming to me if I do too much healing work, deal with too many people. And then everyone else after that suffers as well, because, I haven't looked after myself, I haven't looked after my energy field, and therefore my mind might wander, or I may not feel like there's enough energy flowing through me in a future session. So boundary setting, really, really important. And sure, there are circumstances where people are in a real state and you might feel like it might be the best idea to help them out. Or you might feel, especially when you're starting out with healing, that you might want to do a very quick chat so that people get to know you before accepting a healing. But bear in mind, if you keep doing that, then more and more people will probably end up doing that with you. And again, you have less time to actually heal and you can be overwhelmed again. So I'm very strict with that. I'm quite easygoing with going over a few minutes on each session. That's just the way it happens sometimes. Sometimes I feel it's better to finish a session by completing things before finishing. But I'm very strict on not allowing chats and long essays outside of appointments because of my time, my energy, etc. So everyone's going to be different with this. But please do bear this in mind, because a lot of healers do get overwhelmed very easily, very quickly, and they give so much energy without anyone really considering the healer. Okay. So I hope that's beneficial. If you do want some sort of idea of how to set boundaries, then have a look on my website, have a look at my pre-appointment advice, as I've put it on my website. I'm more than happy to send it to people if they wish, so that they know one way of boundary setting. And if there's any questions about this, put it in the comments below or email me, of course, and I will see you in the next session.